What we're looking at is a little town of Saltville, Virginia, about 8 miles from where I live, near Chill Highway. And you're wondering what I'm doing over here in this part of the county. Well, since it's Saturday, it's become a little ritual for me to come over and get some Chinese food. This little town has the best kept Chinese restaurant I've ever ate at, and I've ate at a lot of them. From the title of this video, you already know what it's about, okay? Ruger 9E 1200 round update. Now, myself, I buy a new firearm. I'll get a notebook and I'll keep track of how many rounds I put through it, you know, break-in issues or whatever like that, you know. If I don't like the gun, I can give an honest account of how many rounds have been put through it. And believe me, people are more receptive to that. A lot of you might think of me as OCD or something, but when I put a firearm up for sale, I don't have it very long, and I pretty much get what I ask for it. Sometimes make a little money, but little things like this, you know, people are like, huh, this guy keeps track, you know, which I do. But as far as break-in purposes, after 1,000, 1,200 rounds, you know, I quit keeping count then, because I pretty much plan on keeping that firearm. As far as the Ruger 9E, I want to make an analogy here. I want to prove a point, okay? I picked out 6 of my firearms here. I brought 3 of my Smith & Wessons on this side, 3 of my Glocks on the other side. These 6 guns right here, you're looking at close to $2,900. And on average, let's say each gun on average is around $500 a piece. All right? All good guns, I love them all. But you know what? $500 on average. This was $270, and I can shoot this thing better than any of these. You know, that's just the way it is. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get a good, reliable firearm. As a matter of fact, why don't we take a look at some video footage of me putting rounds 1150, well no, yeah, 1150 through 1201 down here at my little shooting area the other day. Then we'll come back to this and wrap it right up. All right, my friends, what do you say we put the first 2 magazines, 34 rounds, from about 10 yards away on this steel silhouette target. Let's do this. All right. No problems. 1 down. Magazine number 2. There we go. Don't you just love something when it works? Alright, my friends, this last magazine, 17 rounds, will put me over the 1,200 round mark. So you can see my scrap steel targets out there in the V formation. I got to get some new bolts and put these other 2 up here before long, but closest one's about 15 yards and the rest are like 20, 25 out there. Gonna see what I can do with long distance. Let's hit 1,200 rounds with this. Here we go. Yeah. What can I say? I missed a few, but hey, it works. Let's head back to the garage and wrap this up. Well, we're back up here at the garage, my friends, and I gotta tell you what, this thing, 1,201 rounds down the pipe without a hitch. All right, I've used mostly Winchester white box target ammo through it, but I've tried the Hornady Critical Defense 147 grain stuff. I've tried 124 plus P, hollow points. Not one single malfunction, okay? I really wish Ruger would put out a 45 version of this. That'd be really sweet. But I'm going to tell you, I haven't had a bit of problem with it. 1,201 rounds. I'm going to sit here right now in front of this camera and tell all you good people, I highly recommend this. Very reliable, very dependable. Yes, I would trust my life to it. And where do I keep this? Right there in that banana truck right behind me. That's where I keep it. This is my truck gun. I do have a initial video with this firearm. I put it out, I guess it was around January sometime. But for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you a few things that was in that other video. Back Saturday before Christmas, my buddy Joe, he's from Saltville, and as you saw that place here at the beginning of the video, Joe lives over there somewhere. He's probably out there lurking around now shooting bullfrogs with a cricket rifle. You know, that's his thing. Anyhow, we did a video called Yuletide Shooting. He brought a lot of really nice firearms over, and he had a Ruger 9E. And I was like, yeah, that's so. Anyhow, that was probably the last gun of his I shot that day. But I couldn't believe it. I mean, it just feels great in hand. Nice line of sight. It's well balanced. Easy to take apart and maintain and clean up. I do have some traction rubberized grips on here. They're like Talons, except maybe $5 or $6 cheaper. But Joe let me shoot his, and I got hooked. So Joe cost me $270. I ordered one that very evening from Bud's. My buddy Patrick comes over a couple of weeks later with some of the guys, and we do some shooting, and he shot this, and he was amazed. He was excited about it. He's like, I didn't miss, and he didn't. But every target he aimed at with this, he hit it. Next day he calls me, said, Mark, what'd you say you gave for it? I said $270, but that was like a month ago. They're about $290 something now, so Patrick said, well, I'm going to buy one, and sure enough, he did. So, Joe, you ended up costing me $270, but in turn, I ended up costing Patrick $290, so fair is fair. I come out about $20 ahead on that deal. Anyhow, Ruger 9E, it's living proof that more is not always better. This here has the same internal, same guts and everything as the SR9 does. And the only difference, the finish is better on the SR9. I'm not saying this isn't a good finish, but it's decent. It works for me. The serrations are cut a little differently on this. There's less of it, but less is nice. I mean, this is a nice, smooth slide on here. And there's not a thing in the world wrong with it. Ruger 9E, I can't stress enough how reliable and dependable this thing has been. Now, it may only come with one magazine, but no problem. I got on the internet, ordered 2 more Ruger magazines, SR9 magazines fit in this. Like I said, Same thing internally. You don't have to spend what we got here, Glock 19. That was like $500 and some right there. Gen 3, I love this thing, but I shoot the Ruger 9E a lot better, $140 less than this cost. M&P 9 Compact 2.0, good ergonomics, very accurate, very dependable. I like this, but still yet, I shoot the Ruger 9E better than these two guns or any of these guns right here. It's just an easy, sweet shooter. I can't stress that enough, all right? Well, listen, this is a garage guy. I'm going to get off here. I've rambled on long enough, but I hope I've made my point. You don't have to pay more to get something better. Not in the case of the Ruger 9E, okay? Listen, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go out here and, well, my fire's about to die out there. I've been cleaning out some stuff here out of the garage and just burning it. And I'm going to finish cleaning up a little bit, and I'm going to sit back here on my phone. And, well, it's Saturday, and Saturday nights means Free for All with Revolver from Rich 1911. All right? Y'all take care and have a good evening.